Hey you all, I'm Sabrina Irene, and I am a relational trauma recovery coach as well as mental health professional. I work with women on healing from the effects of being in toxic and unhealthy relationships. I help them to reach a level of peace, self-love, and help them to rediscover their true identity. So today, I want to talk about what relational trauma actually is and give you some signs so that you will know you have been affected by this. If you are new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you will stay up to date on my videos. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the topic, okay? So, relational trauma, and I have some notes that I'm looking at. Sometimes I get sidetracked, so just bear with me, okay? So relational trauma is emotional, physical, or psychological harm that you have experienced from someone that you have been in close relationship to. So this can be a result of like a parent, a caregiver, a close friend, right? A lot of my content is focused around romantic relationships. So if you have experienced any type of domestic violence at the hands of a former or current spouse or partner, then my content is definitely for you. My content is also for you if you have experienced relational trauma from friends, family. You can definitely benefit from it as well, but most of my content is targeted to romantic relationships, okay? So some signs that you have been affected by relational trauma is if you notice you have difficulty trusting people, okay? And I get it. So I'm a survivor of domestic violence myself, and I know the effect that it can have in, trying to build new and healthy relationships. I know how it can be to, question people around you, out of fear that you'll be hurt again, right? So if you have difficulty trusting others, or you expect for others to eventually leave you or to hurt you, this makes it hard for you to be vulnerable in, new relationships and things like that, because in order to have love and to have connection with people, we have to have a level of vulnerability, right? Another sign that you have been affected by relational trauma is if you tend to people please because you fear losing people. So this means that you tend to let people, walk all over you, or they may not respect your boundaries, but it's difficult for you to separate yourself from people because you don't want to lose the person, because you don't want to be alone, or for other reasons, right? Another sign is that you may tend to have extreme reactions to things that you look back on and you're like, well, it wasn't even that big of a deal. Why did I even react that way? Right? So you have extreme reactions that are out of proportion to what's going on in the moment. So that's a sign that you may have been affected by relational trauma. And lastly, you continuously attract partners who are emotionally unavailable, or they have toxic habits because the chaos is familiar to you, right? So you may tend to be someone that you gravitate towards a certain type of person, right? You entertain a certain type of person and you feel as though you're attracting the same person just in a different body, right? So those are some signs that you may have indeed been affected by relational trauma. And I just want to offer you some hope that even though you have gone through these things and you may have these patterns of behavior now, you can heal, right? I am also a mental health professional, and our brains have something called neuroplasticity, right? So trauma is something that occurs in our life that changes the way that our brain actually functions, right? So healing, the process of healing is to unlearn and relearn new ways of living, interacting with people, and to come out of the survival mode that we had to be in to survive the trauma that we've experienced. So I offer hope that even though certain things were done to you, you have, been abused, possibly you've been hurt, you've been betrayed, you've been abandoned, right? You can heal from it, and your brain has the ability to create different neural pathways so that you can live whole and healthy. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments, or just give your feedback. Let me know if you've experienced relational trauma and if you relate to any of these signs that I just mentioned. I am offering one-on-one coaching right now, so feel free to click the link below this video and book your free recovery discovery call. I'll see you in my next video.